back to another episode of Project on a Dime, where today we're gutting the interior.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a stream who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out.
We're gonna start the bucket seat conversion today, which is step one. Let's gut the interior. So let me show you what's going on in the interior. It's pretty dirty, pretty rank, a little cracked. The seat has clearly seen better days. The carpet is extremely dirty, a little worn through, ripped. Again, we're doing a bucket seat conversion. We do have to find a glove box door because the bottom hinges are broken right off. That is a problem, so we do have to work on finding one of those. I thought we had one in the works with somebody, but I guess it fell through. So we will keep looking, but again, the headliner's coming down as well. So we're getting rid of the headliner altogether because I personally, with the rat rod theme, I like the look of the decals up on the roof and everything. So we're gonna basically get rid of the seat, get rid of the carpet, get rid of the headliner, pressure wash out the carpet and everything that's underneath it so we can get a clean slate and let that start to dry. And then we're gonna start the bucket seat conversion. I'll show you what we got for seat. This is another one of our builds. This is a 91 S10 build, but we got a full rolling chassis, all complete actually up in their other shop with an LS swap. So a little bit different build. At the time I had picked up some bucket seats out of a Blazer, 97 Blazer that were in great shape. We're gonna go full race seats on this truck. So we're gonna take these seats and then we're gonna go ahead and put them in that truck. So we're gonna use these no matter what. Again, budget build, rat rod theme, that's kind of the look. And as you can see, our patina is coming right along. That process is working really well, as you saw in the last episode of how we did that. We're basically a week away on that from getting into clear. As you know, the last time we had filmed this, we're doing the patina, it was like flurrying out. I'm pretty sure it was like in the low 40s, upper 30s. It was gross. Well, today, a week and a half later, it is, no kidding, 87 out here. So welcome to Maine. It is literally, the weather flip-flops that crazy, 87. So suffering a little bit today in the sun, love it. But my God, we're not used to this up north in Maine. But that's the way our weather goes. It's like, boom, hot, and then it's probably gonna snow next week, whatever. Anyway, get back to it. I'm sure nothing's gonna come out. Although, that truck's pretty rust-free, so I could be, let's see. Oh my. Oh, you missed it. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, they are actually coming out. That is unreal. This is where you know it's a Southern truck. They're not all completely rotted through the floor like it would be if they were up here. It's actually, honestly, I mean, it's dirty, but this original jack's still back there, everything. Like I said, get the jack. I mean, oh, there's a cover. That's busted. The jack out of here, that out of here. That stays, I guess. This is temporary parking grid. I don't know. Gotta go. Oh, is it Caleb? It's dirty. I always like pulling seats and stuff out of interiors. You never know what you're gonna find. It's not, actually, it's dirty, but it's not horrible. Clearly it was a broken window at some point. But that's okay. That ain't bad. Just screws to take out of here in that corner, and I think we can pull this carpet right out of here. All right, so this happened. We broke our T50. Everything was coming out great, and I had to say how blah blah blah, everything comes out good. And now I gotta get this piece of T50 out of there like that. And now we'll actually heat the underside with a torch a little bit and take this out. But this is the only one left. Everything else did come out, in my defense. All right, there we go. That's why they say heat is neat. Look at that, a little heating. I can't really grab because it's so hot. Whoa, that's hot. But she came right out with a little heat. So minus a T50, but we got it. All right, so we're taking the speakers out too, because we're upgrading all the speakers. Check this out, I just wanted to show you. This thing has seen better days. Oh my God. Let me bring this to Sanford Sound, he'd probably appreciate that. Jack would probably like it. We're there, we're almost there. All right, it's out. I brought it in the shop. It is a little damp underneath, but we had a leak on our windshield that we now fixed just to bang out any glass or anything in there. And then we'll take it up the pressure washer. But all in all, inside, freaking first look, no rust. Look at those floor pans. No freaking rust. That is awesome. All right, well, this headliner has to go. I think this is all that's holding it up. Just don't want to lose those screws. I broke my impact gun too, guys. My freaking brand new 1/2-inch Milwaukee 18-volt impact busted. Answer that one, Milwaukee. No excuse. It's like a month old. Well, that's pretty freaking easy. See ya. Now I get some goo off the ceiling. Ew. Ah, that's sticky. It's like sound dampening, I guess. All gone. We got it. Can leave that. Let it go. Yeah, no, we can leave that. Kind of digging that, actually. Kind of digging that. We might leave that. That's fine. Whatever. Maybe no. Redneck washing method for the carpet that you're gonna reuse in a truck. This is perfect, right? We clamped it. Oh wow, there's water running out of it. Is that water? It's green, dude. Is that it? Uh-oh.
Well, we got a heater core that's failed.
Check it out.
Yep. That's the passenger side.
Damn it! All
Heater core.
There's another repair. Okay. Now we're gonna fix that. That's okay. We got it. We got it. Now's the time to do it. But anyway, we're gonna pressure wash this right now while it's hanging up and all the dirt can run down. See? Unplanned. Now we got more maintenance to do. Damn it. Look at that water bite. Ew. Did somebody pee their pants?
Sorry. That's how we do it in Maine. Reason 3042 to use Super Clean.
Super clean team. Hooking us
Look
up.
at that, huh?
I guess we're buying a hose, bud.
I guess so. Well, sometimes shit happens.
All right, Steve's in here sucking the interior down. Good job, Steve.
Thanks. Going for promotion.
We took the sub box back out in order to lay our carpet in here, but we're ready. We're ready for carpet. Ooh, she's going in. Ooh. I know, folks, bear with us. It still looks dirty. It's way cleaner than it was. And then once we have it laid in here where it needs to be, up underneath here, we'll actually be able to vacuum it out too. Hey guys, I wanted to mention one other thing in our video today. As we're getting closer on our Project on a Dime build, we're actually getting ready for our next build, which is coming in the end of this month, beginning of next month. And that's why we cleared this whole space out last week, shuffling some vehicles around and putting some stone dust down there, and that's the food truck. So that's the next build, is a rat rod themed food truck for Becker's Barbecue, which is actually Steve's business. So that's coming in the next few weeks, so watch for episodes. You've seen little teaser clips here and there that we're just tickling in there. But there's going to be some long form video that's coming on that entire build. That's right, a rat rod themed barbecue food truck. It is going to be awesome. So make sure you subscribe to the channel not to miss that build as well, as this one's coming to, it's not a close yet because we're not done yet, but we're making progress. So it's almost on the road. Steve's got the carpet all in, and yes, we know we have a hole here. We're actually going to have some really cool floor mats, which are also truck mud flaps. So stay tuned for that one. And he's hooking the sub back up, and then he's going to end up tuning that the deck and the speakers and everything, because he's got the ear for it and I don't. So here we go. Installing the seat belts, and he did the third seat delete because it went from a bench seat to the bucket seat, so we didn't need that third seat belt anymore. So, but the location of the seat belts with our bucket seats, like we test fit in the last video, they are going to be fine, so that isn't going to be a problem. Our seat belts will work, so that is perfect. My son actually deep cleaned these and they came out really good, cleaned up real nice, and they fit in there nice. Just use the existing holes on the outside. We modified this side a little bit and had to drill 2 new holes. So Steve's just going to set the seat in with the 2 bolt studs that are there. Then we're going to get it up on a lift to go up through the bottom on the holes that we had drilled last time, so we can get it up through the carpet and then finish the install of the seats. All right, Steve's in his element now. He's entering his tuning mode, so he's in his little world over here. So you get this thing cranking in about 5 minutes, and like I said, once the seats are just kind of set in there right now, and once he does this thing with the radio, we're going to put this up on the lift so we can get those other 2 inside bolts as well. Like I said, we were able to utilize the outer bolts for this thing, so that is in. Seats look good, and then we just got the inside ones to do. Huge thank you to Sanford Sound. These Memphis speakers are cranking. So it was getting chilly out and it was kind of getting dark, but we put the truck on the lift and we were able to get the through bolts, just 3/8 bolts that went up through the bottom. Again, we used the factory nuts on this side here. The interior is all in now. Again, we're gonna have trucker floor mats, like mud flaps on the floor here. And the seats, everything are in. They look good. It's super clean. And it wouldn't be complete without our black ice air freshener hanging off the rearview mirror as well. There she is, all together. Our bucket seat conversion complete. Our carpet has been pressure washed and vacuumed. We could probably vacuum it again. We are gonna have some trucker mud flap floor mats going in it as well. We will be stickering the roof when we get some friends and followers to start sending us their decals. And our sound system is completely in, and it's bumping. All that's left is to find a glove box for the interior, and that is good, because you know what? I'm happy with this. I'm real happy. I'm thinking we're probably gonna make a cool cup holder here, because I got nothing for a cup holder. So definitely be doing that in the near future. So that'll bring us to the end of this episode, guys. I really appreciate you guys following along and getting our interior stripped out, cleaned out, converted to bucket seats. And this project on a dime is getting real close, because next up, we're laying on the Poppy's patina clear. Stay tuned. Don't miss that episode. Thanks for watching. Scott with Flip and Customized.